Are we on? Oh, we are on. We are
Fingers
on.
crossed we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
So, so this is the listening party for our second album, Saving Grace, which came out on Friday.
This one.
So, a lot of you who've pre-ordered, if you don't do digi-downloads, then you won't have heard this yet. So we're really excited to play it for you. We've got Ray on here. Hey, Ray, Collins family.
Oh, yeah.
We've got John, Steve, Tanya, Tony, Shanna, John. Hello, everybody. Can you see the comments, Ads?
Awesome.
I can see their names this time as well.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. Charles, Mila, Terry,
So
Colin.
we've got Ads on here. Ads, most of you know this, but Ads is our producer, and he also plays like every instrument
under the sun.
So on the records, he plays. On all of our records, he has played bass, keys, drums,
all sorts
so
of things.
everything basically. So
Except the cowbell. That was my job. You remembered?
fill the space.
Yeah.
Explore the space.
I was exploring the space.
Hello in Norfolk.
But Ads plays everything else.
We've got John in Australia. Hello in Bristol, Dave.
Peter, Jim.
Yeah, where is everybody?
Oh,
We've got
nice.
York in the
Don.
house.
Don's here.
Argentina.
Oh, lovely. Derek.
Cool. Oh, Sherborne. Hello, New Jersey.
Texas.
Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Hey, everybody. Oh, man, look at all the people on here. This is
Ian.
great. We've got Norwich. Okay.
Debbie.
So, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to play you... we've got the lyric videos for all of the songs off the album. We're going to be playing those on the live stream. We've got 4 pages of questions that were pre-submitted. I'll just work out which way that goes. So, we're going to be running through the questions, and also you can put your questions in the comments. So, yeah. Should we, play a record, or should we talk about it first?
I'm kind of keen to hear it.
Kind of keen to what? Hear it.
I'm keen to hear it.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's forgotten, basically, so we need to play it, because it's...
Right, so let's play the first song off the album. The first song is Can't Fight This Feeling off the new album, Saving Grace.
Here it comes.
Strikes like lightning through my veins. Heart stops and then it shocks my brain. Eyes turn hot and the air turns thin. I can't fight this feeling. I can't fight this feeling. As I peer into the snow once again, I can't fight this feeling. Just behind my let the wrong one in. Angel of mercy can't protect their sins. World burns hot, turning into flames. I can't fight this feeling. I can't fight this feeling. I can't pass by or walk through the pain. I can't fight this feeling. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
What a start. I just thought I'd let you know I'm wearing my Planet Rock t-shirt tonight. Where rock lives.
Hang on. Got my rock on in.
Rock lives. Oh, yeah.
So the idea, I think Can't Fight This Feeling was the first song we wrote for the album. And was it one of the first ones we worked on in the studio, Ads, wasn't it?
2 seconds, sorry.
Is he letting
He's
his
gone.
cat in?
He's gone.
He's just mad on tonight.
And he's back.
Was it the first?
I think it was
it was one of the first, maybe the first or the second, I think, because I think
we done Lost and Found as well.
Was Never Coming Home the first one we worked, I think.
I don't think so.
Well.
We can't remember.
It's one of the first, anyway. It's one of the first.
It's so bad these days.
I do know that it was one of the first songs that we wrote for the album.
For sure, yeah.
Because we really wanted one that wanted the classic rock vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that one's definitely got, that's classic rock vibe to me. It's quite interesting reading the reviews we've been getting in because people just have such different opinions on the songs.
Yeah.
And they'll say one is classic rock and it's like, really? No, I don't hear that. It's weird. Different.
I often hear a shred violin.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, violin, which always gets mistaken for guitar. All of my solos, so I'm always, what with me?
I can get the credit. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the comments, everybody. Cheers, Simon.
100-inch screen. Is that even a thing?
Are we throwing up what? 100-inch screen?
Oh my god.
Holy moly!
We must be huge on that screen.
So
2.5 meters.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, very classic rock.
Classic rock. Mark. Awesome. So there was lots of questions. We're going to try and pick out some of the questions as we go through that were submitted before. And one of them was, how did we come up with the order for the album?
It was very difficult, wasn't it? This time round, it was majorly difficult.
And for those of you who don't know, the album, with all of our recordings, all of our stuff we've done with Ads, he's been the producer on all of our songs. And we actually, for the first time, we co-wrote 4 of the songs with Ads on this album as well, which is really cool. We'll tell you when we get to him. So, what was I saying about that? What was I saying before?
The order.
Oh yeah. So with We Fly Free, the order was really easy. We were all we did change it at the last minute, but it was quite easy to come up. We all had, we all agreed. Whereas this time round, none of us had a clue. It was really difficult. And it was
different this time. I had a really easy job with this. You just gave me the order to run. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, we was on holiday.
It was because we couldn't get it. So we actually said to my sister, could you have a go at doing it? Because she'd been listening to the mixes a lot.
That's
and
right.
she just came up with that list. And
I
that's
think
what we gave to you.
We were so... at loggerheads to a certain
so
extent.
We couldn't
go in it. Too in
the order
it.
Was whatever you sent me. The first time.
Yeah, that was it.
That was my sister done that. So we had no input basically on the order for this one. So
I remember we said about it, didn't we? It was just we can't decide. We keep sort of changing our minds all the time.
We were just too close to it, I think, to work it out. Oh, cool! Thank you, Pete. We're reading all the comments as they come up as well. Hello in Kansas. Massive echoes. Has anyone else got echoes? We're on headphones, so they shouldn't be too bad. But yeah. Is Ads on a dial-up connection?
Well, I live literally in the middle of nowhere.
So yeah, he is. Okay, we are going to jump. Ads is on the fuzzy side. It's because he hasn't got any lights on, basically. So he's got his fairy lights on, haven't you?
Mate, they're all on.
Okay, so I think we should jump in and play you the next song, which
is Never Coming Home.
It's called Never Coming Home, and this is Aaron's favourite. Ads, is it
definitely
your favourite?
My favourite.
It's top 3.
Nice.
Okay, this is Never Coming Home. a slide guitar, vintage vibes song.
Totally.
This is how
Yeah.
we see it anyway on the album.
Yeah.
I got so
Very
much-
70s.
Aaron's backing vocal on that tune.
Huh?
I got so much time for your backing vocal in the chorus, man. That was such
Oh.
a shout.
Cheers, man.
That took a while to work that out, didn't
Yeah.
it? That was a bit of a pain, wasn't it?
That was one of the last things to go on the whole album. Pretty sure.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, because we did
So-
all the vocals at the end toward pretty much, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because you're.
Well, no, actually, we were going to read it a lot. I ended up doing the guide vocals we used a lot, weren't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for like 4 tracks. They were just pure vibe.
Yeah, man.
It's so
Cool.
weird. I'm sitting it, and my mix note pad is in front of me. And I was like, I feel like I'm back doing mix notes again.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, guys, we need to remix it.
I haven't got any yet, so that's a good start. The snare sounded well.
Oh, yeah.
Someone actually said in the comments, does Ads play drums on that? Ads plays
Yeah.
drums on all of our stuff.
All of our stuff. He does.
All of
Can
it.
we
Yeah.
do a shout out to Robin on bass on that track?
Oh, dude, that was your fault.
Yeah, there was a mix-up in communication there. Big time.
I'd say equal blame.
So, Robin G. Breeze, who's played bass on the last album.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually saw Robin at all on this album.
We saw him one day, didn't we?
Once, I think,
Yeah.
maybe.
Just in passing, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was just in passing.
But he came round and saw you for a couple of days, didn't he?
Yeah.
But we did never come in home live. We had drums in the bedroom for that, and then Robin was downstairs. I remember the gap in the blanket. I could just see him.
But there was a mix-up with communication, which was Adam's fault, which meant that Robin didn't get credited on the album.
Yeah,
But that's all right. We're just not going to tell him.
I've told him.
Oh, no. What do you say? Was he all right about it?
I just said Grace made this whole mistake.
Did you?
It was an autocorrect, though, wasn't it? On the literally on the thing.
On
It
text.
was like,
Oh,
instead of
it was
list,
a
you
bad
put it
one.
was lost. So we kind of list, you said. And
I meant list, and I put lost. Yeah, and obviously you thought it was lose. So
yeah.
So we'll blame autocorrect. It was none of our faults.
yeah. Blame Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So just reading some of these comments. Oh, is there a Here We Go on the seed? No, next time. That should have been in. Why didn't we have a Here We Go? Here we go.
Yeah, Adam is a multi-instrumentalist, Clive.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
I can't get used to this backwards camera, man. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it?
Well, it does when you
No
do
way.
that.
Yeah.
I need to hide my face now. I don't know how to do this.
Thank you for all the comment. We
Yeah,
are
thank
reading
you,
all your
Michael.
comments, even if
We are.
we're not answering them all. Thank you, everybody. I was going to say, I read one of the reviews the other day, and we've been mega lucky with all the reviews so far. Touch wood.
Touch wood. They've been really, really good.
Have been like, we've had 8s and above. Like, everything's been great. And one of the reviews said the other day that the trio in the studio, we're a trio, and we are a trio on all these records. Really,
Yeah.
like we can't say how much input Adam has on these records. So
Can't say
I
enough.
thought that
Yeah.
was right when I read it. I was like, you're totally right. We are a trio on these records. So there we go. Just thought I'd add that in because I thought it was true. Right, should we play the next song?
Yes.
What is the next one?
So the next song is "He'll Drive You
Ooh,
Crazy." He'll
I
drive you
love this
crazy,
song.
Ads.
I love this one, and this is one of the ones we co-wrote with Adam,
Yeah.
and it was definitely my favourite. Like, I think this is one of my favourites.
And there's a bit in this song that somebody asked, was it put in on purpose?
Keith, I think.
And Keith, no, it wasn't. It was genuine.
No, it wasn't.
It was genuine, wasn't it?
It was put in on purpose, but wasn't recorded. It was recorded by chance, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was recorded. We took it from the pre-production session.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. We were like working out how to play the song basically, and
You put it in.
Aaron
We just gotta leave that in. You gotta leave that in.
suddenly when we were piecing the song together, I suddenly remembered we had.
So when you hear it, you'll know it when you hear it. Go on, sorry.
I thought you'd hate it.
No, it's
No,
not.
I thought it was great.
I knew Grace would like it.
Yeah, that's great.
We've been warned that we need to do a radio edit of it because lots of people won't play that. But we were like, we'll be rebels and leave it in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So this next song is called "He'll Drive You Crazy."
And there's like a little chromatic rundown bit, which is like my favourite thing ever. I love it.
It's one of your favourite bits off the album.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, here we go. He'll drive you crazy.
You need a man that will show you where your rivers flow. Just hanging around and playing with your soul. You need a man that will show you where your rivers flow. As the fire burns and you take control. He'll drive you crazy until the daylight's gone. He'll drive you crazy all night long. He'll drive you crazy, eyes run wild. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy. You need a man that will show you where your rivers flow. Rolling waves crash and leave you cold. You need a man that will show you where your rivers flow. As the ocean burns and the thunder rolls. He'll drive you crazy until the daylight's gone. He'll drive you crazy all night long. He'll drive you crazy, eyes run wild. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy.
Sorry, what was that bit again? Oh, that's right.
He'll drive you crazy until the daylight's gone. He'll drive you crazy all night long. He'll drive you crazy, eyes run wild. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy. He'll drive you crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How does that bit go again? Da, 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 da.
Let me play that on drums on stage just for one gig.
For sure. Oh, ads. Ooh.
He said it now.
Yeah.
Will you coming to Bury?
Oh,
Coming to Bury.
yeah, man.
Have to tear James off the drums for a song.
I'll just jump on after the little bit with Aaron's talking.
Yeah, do a switch over.
Yeah.
So we've got to try and talk quiet because I'm really sorry. A few people have said the sound is distorting, and it's because
Yeah, it's 'cause
we're on the
we're loud.
laptop tonight because we're playing the videos and stuff. So we'll try and not shout. Sorry, everybody. So that was, I think that is probably my favourite one. I can't wait to play it with the band.
Yeah. going to be
Have you
cool.
played it with him?
Nope.
No.
Whoop.
No,
Not yet.
No.
I think we're going to be working on that from next week. So, it's Cigar Box, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's have another couple of questions here.
Yeah. Okay. So, not all like directly direct album questions, but we're going to run down all these as well. So Colin asked, next spring you'll have a new album to promote on tour and you haven't had a chance to tour your popular EP collection. How difficult will it be to choose a set list, and will you bicker about it? And Grendel.
They never bicker.
No, never.
Especially about a set list.
Yeah. So what normally happens with our set list, Aaron does the set list, and then I say, no, we don't want to do that. We need to do that one, and we change it then. But pretty much you're in charge of the set list, aren't you?
Pretty much. Until I'm told I'm not.
But it is going to be difficult because we have got loads of songs now, like 33 to be precise.
33
Is it
of our
33?
own songs.
I think
Yeah.
it's 33,
Yeah,
isn't
it is,
it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be tricky.
The 2 EPs and the 2 albums.
Yeah. So I'll just jump in. So John has asked, what is your favourite song on the new album? So one each.
Mine's Never Coming Home, which is the second track. Yours is He'll Drive You Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going with that.
Ads, what's your favourite, mate?
I'm just looking at the list. Hold on, let me have a little look. I don't know. Never Coming Home. I'm pretty happy with that, you know.
Yeah, totally,
Sounded-
mate. I remember when we was in the studio, we were both sort of saying it, weren't we?
Yeah. Shoot the Breeze was pretty fun. Oh, I don't know what my favourite tune was. I think maybe Lost and Found.
Wow.
Oh, see, yeah.
Are we talking about favourite song on this album, or
Yes.
out of all albums? Oh, this album.
No,
Of
what
this
is it
album.
out of all of them?
Yeah, I
then?
think-
Or all of them, yeah.
Oh, oh God.
2 questions.
Oh, okay.
2 questions.
I thought you had an answer.
Go on.
So
No, that'd have taken me another 10 minutes.
Clive has asked in a comment, was a mellotron used on any of these tracks?
No. It's a simple answer. No Mellotron. Although, it'd be nice to have one around. A lot of upkeep though.
So Rene said, you're always so bubbly and cheery. Was there any crabbiness in the studio? So there was a lot of emotions in the studio. I will say that. It was like very emotional.
It was an emotional time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we were feeling the pressure a little bit as well, weren't we, at times?
Yeah.
So, because we knew that the album had to be as good as the last, at the very least, didn't we?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So it was a journey.
Cool, though, wasn't it? It was cool.
But I think we do really well at all. I mean, we were there for pretty much 3.5 months solidly outside in the van, and I think considering we get on really well, and it was a long time to work on a project together. So
Yeah.
I felt
generally
pretty
good.
chilled through that whole thing, unless you remember that differently.
What's that?
But I think I was pretty chilled through the whole thing. Like, there was no stressful.
I'll tell you
Things
the best days was the drums in the treehouse, man. That was so cool.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I think actually, I'd say for you, like this album, you were much more chilled out because you'd kind of prepped how you were going to do things more on this album, hadn't you? Like mix wise.
Yeah, I remember having like some stresses on the one before, but I feel like you two had the emotional one this time.
Yeah, this was
Totally,
Aaron.
I was like, "What about it? Everything's fine."
Okay, so how long did it take to record the album? So it was we were pretty much in the studio for 3.5 months, and then you had to mix
more stuff to do, didn't you? So
Yeah, we did. I'd say we did like 2 or 3 weeks of pre-production. So, just sitting working out the songs. So we started recording, on like the middle of the 3rd week, I reckon. Started getting sounds at least. So I reckon we were actually recording for like 2 months, or maybe a bit longer. I can't remember.
We were in the studio. Yeah, we know we were in the studio for like 3.5 months. But like you say, maybe we didn't start recording.
Yeah, we
Just, like,
had,
working
like you
through
said, we had
stuff.
2 weeks of pre-production, didn't we? getting the song
Yeah.
sorted out to where we want to be, because we did it.
We did,
We did it in a
4
different
days.
way this time, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely got all the songs, well, mostly together before we started actually recording. Last
That's
time
right.
we were just like, let's crack them.
Yeah, totally.
Crack everywhere, wasn't there? It's just cables and instruments, and the right mess.
You were
so
definitely,
funny.
it was definitely more organised on that front.
For sure.
So John says, second albums are notoriously difficult, but this follows on well from We Fly Free. Do you think so?
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry.
do.
Definitely do. Does this follow on from We Fly Free, kind of the way we wanted it to? And
It's got to be quiet.
oh, sorry. Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a bit heavier than the last album, but the style just changed, tweaks a little bit in each song. But yeah, it definitely is a
It's
progression
overall
for
heavier,
us.
but it
Yeah.
felt.
But still us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it all felt and does still feel right. I mean, we're really happy with it. And like we say, it was pretty emotional. Like we were worried. There was a lot of like questioning ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
But luckily, Ads was like very grounding. So
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
yeah.
you're not distorting at all, by the way.
Oh, we're not?
Oh, cool. We
good.
just turned down a little bit, so hopefully that helped.
You can. There's a little. hold on. Let me see if you can change this.
I turned this down
don't
a
do that.
smidge.
Sorry, ignore me. But yeah, you're not distorting mine. Maybe
Cool.
you are on. Sounds fine.
So how long? Harvey asked, how long did it take to get the final mix after recording stopped?
Well, it was a few weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we did like. I think I sent you first mix like one a day.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we just did revisions. Yeah, I think maybe 2 weeks, and then we did revisions on the first mixes. We still did cut it to the deadline, didn't we? But yeah, it was pretty chill.
Yeah.
I think you were in Isle of Wight.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we went on holiday, didn't we? Straight after, because I remember
in the van.
we were in the van. Luckily, someone had sent us a really nice Bluetooth speaker, which was really helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we took my sister's car because she's got a nice sound system,
yeah.
and we had to drive off the campsite to the end of the road because we wanted to play it really loud, and we thought we were gonna like it's
Wake
really
everybody
loud
up on the campsite. Yeah.
So I remember we sat and like listened through it, but yeah, it was straight away like the mixes were great, and it's just like tweaking bits and pieces, you know. But it's so difficult when you're listening on different things, but that's what everyone else is doing, so you have to take that into account. But it's like I could not mix anything. It's like minefield.
No.
No.
It's a funny one.
Okay. We can't wait to play these songs live either. It's going to be epic. And I
It's
think
so
as
cool.
well, we ended up being rockier too because we knew that we were going to be touring this album. So it was like, what do we want to play? We had that in mind for sure. Okay, should we play another song?
Yeah. So the next song off the album is Don't Tell Me Goodbye. This is a little bit more of a chilled out kind of song. Different kind of influence.
The midnight train pulls away. Have you ever seen a night so long? Tender times and pouring rain. Where has our happiness gone? Stars have fallen and doves will cry. Lonely sunsets when rainbows die. It breaks my heart to know we're through, but my memories betray what's true. Don't tell me goodbye. Are we lost in the moonlight? Don't tell me goodbye. Don't tell me goodbye.
storm has blown away, but tomorrow's another day. I walk with hope in my heart. I don't want to be apart. Don't tell me goodbye. I'm lost in the night. Don't tell me goodbye.
Don't tell me goodbye. My arms are open with a burning inside. Now our worlds collided and I can't say goodbye.
Don't tell me goodbye. Hold on to me tight. Don't tell me goodbye. Don't tell me goodbye. Don't tell me goodbye. Don't tell me goodbye. Don't tell me goodbye.
Don't tell me goodbye. The midnight train pulls away. Have you ever seen a night so long? Tender times and pouring rain. Where has our happiness gone?
Some lovely comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all the comments, everybody.
Yeah, a little bit of a different flavour on the album. We do like to kind of
Was
make
that a
a
little
journey of it.
Huh?
I was having a little jam along there.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh, nice.
I remember it took us like half a day to decide on the key, and we ended up using like my least favourite key on the piano.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, totally.
Don't close that one.
Because I think because a couple of people have asked in the comments as well about if we wrote in the studio, and we did a bit this time because with the other ones we came into the studio with all of the
them,
songs, and this time
Apart
we
from We Fly
weren't.
Free,
They weren't
of course.
all finished. Yeah, apart from We Fly Free.
Yeah.
And this I think was one that I was messing around with in the van. I came in and you jumped on the keys straight away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just had a guitar in a van, didn't you? And me and Aaron were doing some other bits.
Yeah.
And you popped in with a song.
Yep. Yeah, and it's cool. It has definitely got a bit of a country vibe. This one, which is kind of cool.
Which is another sort of influence of ours, isn't it? So, along with rock and blues, we do like a little bit of country
Lee
as
asks, "What is your least favourite key?" Ads.
That one.
Yeah, the key that tunes in. I never want to play it.
Which songs did Adam co-write? Is it listed on your album sleeve?
Yes,
it certainly is.
Yeah.
And it's He'll Drive You Crazy, I Have a Hurricane,
Shoot the
Make
Breeze.
a Grown Man Cry, and Shoot the Breeze.
Yeah.
Are the four. But he produced all of them as well. So
Absolutely.
like all the arrangements and stuff all worked out with by Ads.
Yeah.
So I think that one could have gone in different directions. A lot of the songs when we took them in, it was kind of like pretty clear what we're going to do. Especially the up tempo ones, it's always like a bit easier to know what to do with them.
Yeah.
But that one was a bit more. That was a bit trickier to get.
Yeah.
How we liked it.
Yeah, because
routine for that. Oh, yeah, we were toying with getting like a whole band to track 5, and then we would
It was like
Thinking
stripped
about
down,
doing
or
one, was it? Wait, hold on. Was this the one? Was this the one we tried to do? You two playing it in a van? Or am I thinking of
No,
the
that's
last album?
that was the last album. That was
Oh, that's Bury My Body. Yeah,
Bury
yeah.
My
Bury
Body.
My Body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam locked
Another
us in
happy song.
Vanny outside.
It wasn't quite as long. Yeah, that took longer to get together. I think this one wasn't that long.
Yeah, totally.
So, what was the inspiration for the lyrics, babe?
Life experience, and yeah, just a lot of things from different people.
That was
Totally.
as vague as you're going to get.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. I don't like to say too much, because I do draw from lots of experiences and stuff. What do you want?
Sorry, I've got every drink, so we need to go together because I'm on his headphones.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Right. So, yeah, I think Aaron, like, you get something in your head, and then he just pours out the lyrics. Because, like, with that one, he'd already written the lyrics, and I was messing around with it in the van and come up with the music. So, it can be like, a lot of the time it's always assumed that it's like a relationship thing because that's the obvious what it is, and it's not always that. Obviously we've not broken up. Like,
I always like to write lyrics with 2 or 3 different meanings to them. So, and I always like to leave them open as well for your own interpretation. So, for instance, everybody goes through this at some point.
so Jim,
That's me being vague again.
it's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
So Jim was asking what beer Aaron's drinking, and he's not drinking beer tonight because he's going to be driving. So
I'm
no
driving
beer
later,
for
so
Aaron
I'm
tonight.
drinking a bit of Coke.
So Aaron should be a politician. Like
Never give a straight answer.
So Andrew asked, when you write a song, how do you know when enough is enough, and when adding and building the track? So I would say on this one, writing a new song, we don't struggle too much with like reviewing it constantly, like because I think that can be a real easy trap to get into. Like, it's not finished, and we try desperately to avoid that.
Yeah.
I would say it's easier in production to get carried away, but not with ads, because that's not how he works, which is one of the reasons why they turn out so well.
Absolutely.
He doesn't overlay stuff.
Absolutely, and also the case of our certain.
Huh?
I used to. I learnt the hard way.
Yeah.
Move on, like.
It's true though, because there's so much like space in a lot of the records still, even though like it's heavier. Like there is still room. It's not all like padded out, and that's what we love.
And this is the thing when we get together, isn't it? We talk about it and what direction we want to go in and things like that with each song and the feel of the whole album and stuff. And Adam's just got this vision, it's like woof like that, and engulfs it all. And when we're going through the actual process, it's kind of like we go in there with our vision kind of thing. We say to Adam what we think, and then he says what he thinks, and then it's literally when we're getting together. And sometimes we don't actually hear the whole thing. Adam's got it all in his head. Literally, as you're playing the drums, you play the drums and then stop, and he'll be like, and you're thinking, he's thinking about all these other things that are going to be going on to this song, and it's just like, dude, wow. So, and it's just crazy. At the end, it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun process, man. Like, but obviously, for me to have that vision, I need the song. So it's equals pequals, as Jeremy says in Peep Show.
Aaron and Grace just said, "Oh, thank you, Nick."
Oh, cheers, Nick.
Who has the final say? Grace.
Not always.
Not always, yeah, but most of the time.
No,
Or Adam and I just let her think that she has. Have this conversation. Yeah. So let's do a. Well, should we do another song, or should we do another couple of questions off of here?
So Ian has asked. So outside of recording and the album live work, what are the things we like to do in our spare time? Adam, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Other than music.
Grow
Yeah, man.
Grow veg. Outside of music, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I just like doing, chopping wood for the fire. Fun little things, things. mindful things. Getting in a little boat. I need some sort of exciting answer. What do I do that's exciting? Oh my god! You guys go.
I'll tell you what, though. What is exciting is your garden, your vegetable garden.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
I've
really
never
impressive.
seen anything like it. It is awesome. It is awesome. So,
I do love growing veg. What about you guys?
so I think the thing that we like doing the most is paddleboarding, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
So, yeah, man, yeah. So I mean, we still haven't done it together yet, have we? But
No.
we need to do that.
Yeah, I think,
paddleboarding.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding. You bring your canoe.
We were gonna paddleboard to the pub from yours, weren't we?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
We need
I'd
to do that. But to be quite honest, like we have done, it's just been music, for quite a long time. And I know
Pretty
Ad's
much.
life is pretty much music, and then there's some other bits in between.
I think another thing that I like doing, or we like doing, is to watch films as well. I like watching films, don't I? So we went to see James Bond not so long back, and that was awesome. At
Have
the
you seen
cinema.
it, Ad?
What is that? Another new one?
Yeah, a new one. Yeah.
You're the only person in the world that doesn't know there's a new Bond film
yeah,
out.
totally. Yeah. yeah.
No? Okay.
No, what's it called?
No Time to Die. Yeah.
Love it.
Who does the theme tune?
Oh,
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. Yeah.
Well, I've seen something on Mix with the Masters about them producing that tune, so I kind of knew there was a James Bond through that. Yeah. No, sorry, I didn't know that.
Right. Okay, should we jump? Oh, yes. Stand up. Ian, we've got paddleboards. They're great. Ads has got a canoe. You got a canoe or a kayak?
Two canoes, isn't it?
I mean, if someone on here can tell me the difference, I'll tell you which one I've got. I think kayak. I don't know.
I think you've got
one's
a kayak. So,
It's a sit in, isn't it? You got the hole and you sit in it.
okay. Let's jump into the next song.
Yeah. So the next song is "Do You Remember My Name?" This is track number 5.
This is my sister's favourite.
Oh, bit of tree house at the end.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Big
Oh,
tree
yeah.
house at the end.
Yeah, treehouse drums at the end, and I sing a really high note just so that you don't miss it.
Just one.
Thanks, Ads. Okay, let's go.
I said something more now. I know the games that you play. I'll be fooled by you. I don't care what you say. Do you remember my name? You can't make me honor. Each time you look that way, now I'm wise to you. Like a snake watching prey. Do you remember my name? Do you remember my name? What goes through your mind? Did you think you could stay? Now I've caught you cold. Your eyes betray your soul. Do you remember my name? Do you remember Now you remember my name. 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 Now you remember.
That's the big
Woo.
note.
Remember? Did you catch it right at the end?
Yeah.
But I feel like that was an anticlimax. Climax, I shouldn't have mentioned the big note. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, but
Yeah. So apparently, from what I've been reading on the kayak canoe situation, is the kayak. You've got a kayak. You sit in a kayak.
Wait,
you know
You
you sit.
sit on top of a canoe.
Yeah, you sit
Yeah.
on a no. You
That's what
sit
they
in
were
a canoe and on a kayak, don't you?
No, it was the other way around. That's what people were saying.
well, I thought
Oh.
a canoe.
Well,
No,
I
I
did as
think
well.
you
I
sit
thought
in a
you sit in a
canoe
canoe, but
And on a
apparently
kayak.
everybody says you
But
sit
then-
in a kayak.
We
You
might
all-
take a bit of a detour tonight.
I don't know. We could-
But you also
controversial.
you also have sit on kayaks, so that
You do.
confuses it even more.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right, so Ray says, is that ads on backing vocals at the end there?
It was.
That. Oh,
You
flashback.
remember?
That
You
was
remember? It was.
That
From the
Dave
drums.
Robin was, you guys weren't here. I've just remembered. He
We
was
heard
in-
you sing that.
Yeah, no,
You-
but when I come up with the idea, Robin was here. I just
Oh,
remembered.
okay.
Right. Okay.
So also, because it goes into the swing section at the end, what happens when we first take the songs in, we work on arrangements, ads is on the drums, and we just keep running through the songs and working on arrangements. And we were trying it with that swing vibe, but it didn't work for the whole song, so we ended up just using it on the last section.
Yeah.
We
I know you
went
don't
over
remember
this
that.
last time,
Yeah,
and
I know we
swear
did. We did.
Puss, puss, puss.
Aww.
Fair enough. If you say we did,
I'm sure
me
we
and
did.
Aaron know.
I remember. Right, come on. Another question.
Okay, another question. Grace, did you write? This is from Christina. Did you write music when you were younger? When you and Aaron got together, how did you realise you could write songs together? So, always been obsessed with music, obsessed with singing, but didn't write songs. It wasn't until we got together, and several years after we got together, that we started writing music together. So I've never written a song on my own completely, and you haven't either of you.
Well, I had written lyrics and stuff like that, and poetry and things like that.
And
I've
I
been
could
doing
always
that
do
for a long
melodies,
time,
I could do the music, but I could never do the lyrics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
eventually we worked
perfect
out how we
combination.
could write together. Ads, have you always written music?
Yes, since I was. I don't know. Since as long as I can remember, for sure.
Yeah.
But we were chatting just before we went on. I've just started writing lyrics, and it's the weirdest thing. Like the last 4 or 5 days. We'll see how that goes, but it's not easy, is it?
It's like anything, isn't it? I mean, the more you do it, the better
I think,
you get at it,
Aaron,
I suppose. And
you're sitting at a piano writing the song though, aren't you, and
Yeah.
writing the lyrics at the same time.
You're because you've been singing so long, you know how to do all your vowel shapes. Do you know what I mean? I'm still trying to work out how to sing certain words, and it's just it's a nightmare, mate. But it's fun though. It's given me a little. It's kind of nice because I kind of understand what artists go through it more now when they come in, if you know what I mean. Like now I'm starting to try and write lyrics as well. It's weird. But yeah, I've always written music. I can't remember not writing music.
Yeah. Well, just reading another comment in there. Have you had any official music training, or is it organic? So you first, babe.
I've had singing lessons and the odd guitar lesson, but that's about it. Mostly self-taught. Other than that, so no, I'd say.
Ads.
Music training. Well, my mum taught me recorder.
Hey! You played trumpet at an early age, though. Didn't
Oh yeah,
You?
we need
Yeah,
trumpet.
that's it. I had trumpet lessons when I was year 5 and 6. So what's that? About 9, 10, 11. And then I had like sporadic drum lessons in my teens, I'd say, for about a year maybe. But yeah. What about you,
Mostly
Grace?
self-taught. I started like piano lessons at 4 because my mum can play Knees Up Mother Brown and I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts on the piano, but
And she
always
still
aspired,
plays them now.
Yeah, always aspired to play more. So she put me and my sister in piano lessons young, and even
Why
though,
do you always make me play the piano then?
huh?
Your turn. You always make me play the piano on
Yeah,
tracks. It's your turn.
because I was 4 ads when I had piano lessons and I didn't really.
And it didn't carry on.
And actually, I stopped piano lessons because I'm dyslexic, and it was like I was starting to show signs of it more when I got to that age, and I couldn't look at the music and I couldn't like do the whole transfer thing. So I then went on to flute because I didn't have to look at where my fingers were going. I could just look at the music, and so and then like singing. Then I was singing, so then sort of dabbled with different bits and pieces. But singing, I've had like about 1 million singing teachers and done so many different courses and loads of singing training, but not like a classical program or like a full program, just different teachers picking up what you can along the way. Okay, it's Grace. We'll play piano if you do the singing. Okay, should we go for another song?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the next song is "I Have No Doubt About It."
No,
Oh,
it's
sorry, Have No Doubt About It. Sorry, number 6. Have No Doubt About It.
The dark falls fast as I drift away. All my dreams are full as night follows day. I'm swept along each night. I
Yeah.
Feels like I always feel like that's the equivalent of "I Will Fight" off of the last album, where
Yeah.
it's like a bit of an emotional journey kind of song.
Totally. Yeah.
I remembered something. The last thing we recorded was that violin before the chorus.
We came back in and done it, didn't
Oh
we?
yeah.
Because the sound wasn't.
We wanted it super dry.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
wanted it like really. We wanted it to pop, didn't we? Da 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 da, and then pop, so it was like a real raw line.
Totally. Yeah.
And it took ages getting that solo as well. Ads was like slave driver. I was like, yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
So I was just gonna. Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, if I keep pulling funny faces, it's because I'm jamming along on the keyboard, and I pull funny faces when I play piano.
Concentration.
Yeah.
So I was just going to run down these questions. So, I was trying to find one directly related to. So the next question, actually, by Neil and from Colin, is about signing to a record label. To help us get our music to a wider audience. And while we were in the studio, I think, or maybe slightly after, I think it was while we were in the studio, we got offered a record deal by what would have been our dream label, and a major record label, but it just doesn't align with what we want to do.
No.
So we will. At this point in time, we will never sign to a record for a record deal.
We want to stay independent, and
because we like making our own choices,
totally.
Musically and otherwise. So we're going it alone.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though, because like people saying about getting out to wider audience, it's not all it's cut out to be all the time.
No.
Sometimes it is, but. There's, we're just happy with what we're doing. We're doing exactly what we want to do. So we
and
like
to work with the
sticking.
people we want to work with as well. So
You've got such a nice, like, more than fans, man. You've got like a little family. Well, quite a big family now. Especially meeting everyone at the that album launch thing.
Listening party.
It was it's proper sweet what you guys have built up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we could lose that.
Yeah.
It would change things, and it would be, it would kind of go against what we're all about. So, we're happy as we are. So next question is,
you're not alone. Don says you got Rapids. Absolutely,
we're not
Don,
alone.
absolutely.
You're right.
You're totally not.
We couldn't have done this album if we hadn't a crowdfunded.
We really couldn't.
So,
we really couldn't. It'd have been no way. So yeah. So
we aren't alone.
All the power to the Rapids for sure.
So where do you see life from? This is from David. So do we seem to be doing it? He says we seem to be doing exciting stuff all the times, and he thinks sometimes that it's the boring things are inspiring. And I want ads on this one. What do you reckon?
Oh, sorry, mate. Say that again. That cut out a bit.
He's saying that that sometimes it seems like we're excited all the time. We're doing lots of exciting stuff, but he's saying sometimes he finds the most inspirational times are basically when you're quiet and when you're doing the more boring things.
Oh, well.
It's another live stream, ads.
Yeah, don't know how deep to go tonight. Yeah, I mean... ask that last bit again.
So he says that you can find the most boring things inspiring sometimes.
Inspiring. Yeah, 100% agree. Like, if you're in a zone where you're telling yourself to write music, like that's not the most inspiring mindset. That's the least inspiring mindset. I have to do this thing. I have to do this creative thing now. You're telling yourself you've got to do something that is spontaneous and free of thought while thinking. It's silly. So yeah, things like chopping wood, going for a swim, the inspiration comes like out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah, and I think also because we're kind of similar in lots of ways, like with the meditating and things like that.
We
it
do,
really
we
frees
like
your
it.
mind.
And
doesn't it?
I read a
To
post the other
creative
day.
side.
And it said that creativity comes from stillness.
Yeah.
And that struck with me because, like, I think even on this second album, because you start to, as soon as you start to think, this album has got to be this, it's got to be that, that's when it starts to all, like, get difficult.
Take that somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so totally agree. And also, again, that's another reason why we don't want to go with the label. If it starts, your creativity has to be within this pocket and you have to do it at this time, it's like,
and
no.
it's also the choices that you make as well, isn't it? Because of the style of the music, and we know what we wanted to do, and this, that, and the other. And if people start telling you, we don't like that, cut that,
and you're doing stuff you don't love.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's the point?
Because you're not then doing it for yourself, are you? As in, you know.
Yeah.
Creativity is more like it's more something that it kind of it uses your skills to create, if you know what I mean. Like creativity with the skills that you as a person have, like you just let it do its thing. You kind of have, for us, like we have a sort of brief, if you know what I mean. But we just, whatever skills we have, we club together and see what. We don't really think in the studio when we're being creative, do we? We don't talk much. We just like get excited and do the thing, you know. That's just creativity happening.
Totally.
And it's always quite fun listening to Aaron explaining what's in his mind. That's quite entertaining. And he's going to be like...
I need to scream here.
The look on their faces when I'm trying to explain what I'm trying to talk about in the song is it's kind of... Sometimes I wish I had a camera. That
is why I love that bit in He'll Drive You Crazy, though, because it just reminds me of those moments.
Totally, yeah.
Deciphering Aaron's brain spaff. Love it.
Okay, let's go for the next song.
No one will ever be able to do it.
No.
So the next song is Eye of the Hurricane, and it is Friend of Mine Part 2.
This was undoubtedly the most difficult song on the album to finish, to record. But it's a lot of people's favourite, and it's one of our favourites as well.
Totally.
So here it is.
Boom.
Standing in the eye of a hurricane, got no one but myself to blame. I see you, friend of mine. We were passing on the stairs inside my mind as the videotape rewinds. I see you, friend of mine. Times are changing, but silence remains the same. Can't stop it messing with my brain. I see you.
So cool. Love that song.
Yes, that came together, didn't it?
Amazingly, because it was it evolved so much in the studio. Like it started as a
Totally.
completely different thing. That probably more
That's
than anything.
That's an example of being creative in the moment with the violin solos. And we were kind of, for all of the mandolin and violin solos, we were kind of we were writing and fiddling with pedals all at the same time, weren't we? Just trying to write it and get the sound, and it was so creative, so fun.
And it's turned out so well. And as well, people love hearing Aaron's vocals on the song. Again, that's one of the people's favourite. Again, it sounds great.
It was kind of weird, wasn't it? Because when we were doing it, it was never the intention for me to sing that song, because it's the second part of Friend of Mine. We all discussed it, didn't we? And from a different perspective and stuff like that. And you were singing it. You were singing it, and then all of a sudden, it was like it wasn't working. For some reason, it wasn't working. I jumped on the microphone, just started singing it. I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it works.
And that was like it's meant to be.
I just had a really funny flashback. Sorry.
Don't. Which flashback is this?
Yes.
Steady.
Not that
All right, not that one.
Whenever you sing a high note in the studio, your hand.
Yeah.
And we kept getting
It was a bit operatic, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was a bit
I
operatic.
have to just like pretend I'm not laughing and like hide in my head for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron gets very like theatrical
I
when
get
he's
very
singing.
emotional
He's like,
and just like, oh. Yeah.
and
I'm
yeah,
very meatloaf-esque. Yeah. Got my handkerchief and
we're talking
everything.
too loud again. We need to be quiet because we keep peeking here. Right, we turn this down a bit. There we go. But yeah, it was quite funny. But I think that one has turned out great, and it wasn't even we didn't have the intention to start with about making it Friend of Mine Part 2 either, and connecting to the song Friend of Mine from We Fly Free album. It just I don't even know how that came about. Again, it was just a creative thing in the studio where I probably went done a little thing, and then it worked.
Yeah.
So that's how it went.
And I remember we was all having the discussion about it, weren't we? And it was like connecting the one song, one album to the other song, and it was like, bang, this is the song to do it on, wasn't it? And yeah, because it did, yeah.
I think I've probably got the system with what it started as. That could be a long search.
Just don't play it like live ads. Maybe we'll like have a listen before. We've got our little demos that we do before we come in the studio, even of like Free Man and stuff.
So good.
It's quite enlightening.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything.
We're not playing them to anyone.
They will never see the light of day.
Especially not with my mixing. Yes. Right. So some questions. So, what would be your dream venue to headline, and for ads, what would be the dream act to have in your studio, apart from us, obviously, because
Apart from you, it would be Matt Corby.
Oh yeah, that's who I was trying to remember to tell James, our keyboard player, Matt Corby.
Well, I've just discovered this guitar player recently. I'm gonna have to find his name. He is like just phenomenal. Let me just. It's really worth the wait. Hold on.
And we send Martin lots of love
Langford
for Wednesday as well.
Absolutely.
So
we're thinking of you, mate.
Sorry, I want to find.
While Adam is working out his answer, I would say my dream venue at the moment, and it changes because, it's gone up notches because we've done some of them now. So, Islington Assembly Hall is my ambition to play at next.
I think mine would be Wembley Stadium. Totally Wembley Stadium. Seen some massive acts at Wembley Stadium.
I actually got the shivers then. That's really weird.
Did
I was
you
like,
really? It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Charlie Hunter.
Charlie Hunter. I'll look him up.
Yeah. Amazing player. But yeah.
Yeah. So next question. So will we ever release Crossroads? We might do. Like Michael's asked, even if it's streaming, maybe one day. And which country would you? This is from Steve. Which country would you love to visit for your first holiday after becoming global rock stars? I want to go to Australia. I've always wanted to go to Australia.
Mine would be. There's so many, but I've got this thing about Canada at the moment. Yeah.
Collins put he saw Larkin Poe at Islington last, and so did we in 2018. I think we were probably at the same gig, and that's when I was like, I really want to play here.
Totally.
So that was great. We were at the same gig, mate. So let's just do this question from James.
I was going to give another answer.
Oh, go on.
Go for it.
Can I say people I've already worked with as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
My mate Tasha. I want her back in the studio. It's been like 2 years.
Oh, she's not come back in yet. She's supposed to be in September.
No, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, we postponed.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
So James has said, Saving Grace seems such a natural progression for your sound from We Fly Free that I wonder where you go next. For the next album, do you see the recording process of the first two albums changing as much as incorporating the new band members and their artistic input, or will you stick with the same arrangement with Ads and the Cats? And
what's your answer going to be? I don't know this.
So
I think you do know the answer to this.
So I think we've been genuinely incredibly lucky, and like we couldn't be happier with our band. Like,
absolutely,
they are the nicest and most talented people. Like, it is just it's perfect. We're so happy, but it's just worked so well for us in the studio. We don't really envisage changing this how we record,
and we love working with Ads, and that's it as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, so it would feel like we don't like, it's definitely not broken, and so we don't feel like we want to change it. So
if it ain't broken, don't fix it, as the old saying goes. Definitely.
But saying that, for the live stuff, it's been really great to have our band's input and just adapting things for the live set. So having their input, like, we're using their artistic, creative ideas, but live more than in the studio, I think.
I might have to steal your piano player for a couple of tracks next time.
Well, check with us first if he's free. So, when's the live album and DVD coming out, says Bruce? We'd love to do a live album. Ads, you going to come record us?
Yeah, we should get Mike in front of house, man.
Cool.
As in, wait, live at a gig, yeah?
Live. I assume live at a gig, I assume.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
Live at a gig or live in the studio?
Live. Do a like I reckon I mean live, like DVD.
Yeah, and DVD.
Oh, right.
We should do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And we'll do one more question before we jump into the next song from Caroline. Now you've been listening to the new album for a few months, is there anything you now think, well, actually, I would have done that differently? And has the band been practicing the new songs? So, Ads, would you have done anything differently?
Do you know, the only thing I've noticed so far, and I don't know if it's because I've had one beer, He'll Drive You Crazy sounded like slightly slow there. Or am I just like, I don't know what that is. I didn't have much sleep last night.
That's another nightmare tempos, dude.
But yeah, I don't think, what songs we got left? Testify, no, it's perfect. Shoot the Breeze. Lost and Found. Oh, Talking in My Sleep is perfect. Make a Grown Man Cry. No, spot on.
Yeah, I feel the same. I wouldn't change a thing.
No, I wouldn't change anything. And I think it's really important to not get, because you hear people, they're like, oh, it's not finished and it's not ready. And, like, I see it like an album or a record is like what it was at that moment.
Yeah.
And, like, you make your decisions at the time and that's it. Like, you've got to commit to them. So definitely I wouldn't change anything about any of the records because it's what it was at that time. You can't change it. So that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And the band we're practicing the new songs. We've played out Testify and we're going to be working on some more new songs for the Berry gig. Yeah. Okay, should we go for another one?
Yeah, so the next...
Oh yeah, Ads, you coming to the Berry gig, aren't you? You're coming to Berry.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just discovered I can use pitch bend on my Wurlitzer emulation. That's so fun. Sorry.
So the next song we're gonna play, we're gonna. Well, this next one's a banger. This is called "Testify."
So we're going to play you the video. We've got a video for this one. So
Totally.
Testify.
Let's see.